how's it going? We are back.
We're back. We're BrosBond. We are
This is
killing it.
bi-weekly, right, everybody?
Yeah.
I don't know if you expect bi-weekly BrosBond videos. I don't know if you like it. If you are in your sofa, in your toilet, waiting that we post new video. But today is the day of BrosBond.
Welcome back, everybody. We're BrosBond. We post bi-weekly, and we're both bisexual.
What the? So let's start this episode, my bro, with a gentleman question. How are you today?
I am great.
You're great? How is possible that you are great, bro? It's coming summer. The weather is so hot now for you.
I know. I'm like trying to survive out here.
Yeah, you're
like it's really annoying that it's getting more hot. Yeah.
This today was raining.
Yeah, and I love it. So I that's why I'm not complaining. That's the only reason.
Complaining. Okay, good.
What about you? Hey, everybody, if you're listening to this, you can't see Mr. Concor, but he obviously changed his style from a baggy potato to some,
What are you going to say?
Really elegant, well-dressed gentleman.
I think the answer to that question, the why I changed my style, is just one. Money. Now I have money.
Now you have money. Gotta work on that.
Yeah,
That's nice.
I
That's
think
nice.
now I really... It's like a... And it's also a relationship with that topic of today.
Oh, yes.
Because actually, we're born naked. We're born without idea that who are going to be in the future. Maybe we have certain tendency. Maybe we born with certain characters.
Yeah.
But the point is, you in the process develop yourself. And you start to find who you are and who you want to be.
Right.
So I came to Taiwan with a really disaster of trending fashion, but always have inside of my heart that I want to be that elegant boy.
I see. So what you're saying is you believe that in you have great taste.
I believe.
The adversity, the obstacle is lack of money.
Yeah.
It's like, if I had the money, I'll be so good looking, bro. Yeah.
How many millionaires and billionaires or rich people you saw that they dress really bad? Even they dress bad, they dress really, really bad, they looks good because they have money. So that's the thing, my bro.
That's very
Today
true.
we have a really interesting episode. Tell me, why you designed this episode, Mr. Tyler?
I'm a person that's always constantly kind of just thinks of all the whys.
All the whys.
Like, why do I think like that? Why do people think almost on the opposite of, my opinion? And that always fascinates me. And also, not just like me personally as an individual in this society, also me represent my generation and our previous, or I don't know, Gen Alpha. We all think differently. We all act, behave, and we take accountability or responsibility differently. So I think it's really interesting. And also, me and you, we're like exactly in the same generation, but we have different backgrounds.
That's actually, yeah.
So I wouldn't say some. Most of the time we think very differently. So that's why I wanted to jump away from why do we think differently. Let's focus on why. Like all the whys. Let's get into like, why do I think like that? Yeah.
This is a little philosophical episode.
Yes.
So let's start, ladies and gentlemen, because Ape ama suaigo menu. It's me, Concor.
And it's me, Tyler.
We are BrosBond! With a lot of energy. You are alive again.
I am.
So let's start the question, my bro. What do you think if as a gentleman I ask the question and you start replying your answer?
Okay.
First why of today.
The first why.
Why are so many people secretly lonely right now?
Let's start with me.
Okay.
I have a lot of problems.
Yeah. So you're not lonely. You have problems.
Yes. Well, I guess to a certain extent, and if you have a lot of problems, then together we're not alone. We all have a lot of problems. But what I'm saying is there are a lot of times that whatever the problem that I'm facing, there is a single person that is also facing that, experiencing that, understand 100% what I'm going through. So The way I feel lonely is there's a really weird desire that you want people to compassionate, that you want people to kind of really feel how you're feeling. So then maybe they can give you some advice or they can give you some comfort, but there really isn't. Like, for example,
yes,
if my girlfriend tells me that she's suffering from something or she is feeling stuck, confused, doesn't know what to do, I could try my best, but I can never really feel her, experience that.
Interesting.
So maybe in a way that even if I try my best, even if she is not like without all the contact or help or emotional support, she could still feel lonely. Because not understood and really heard.
I think that's remember one word that is incomprehensible.
That's a very fancy word. Let's see the definition.
The definition is like you feel like nobody can understand.
Can comprehend you.
Yeah, comprehends your situation. Yeah, fully 100%, right?
Yeah.
Incomprehensible, right? It's kind of the word.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting.
But in reality, anyone has a brain would know because it's impossible because they're not you. So it's like logically, intellectually, of course you know, because it's not fair, because you don't understand 100% other
That's
people.
what we're talking about, exactly what you mean. I feel like it's more about perspective and point of view.
Yeah.
From my perspective, I think my conclusion will be have some people because they are too introvert in some way, because sometimes when you talk with somebody, that makes you help you to somebody can understand in a certain way, because maybe it's not a problem that it's your point of view, so you need to explain your point of view. Somebody can understand how you feel, how is it feeling. So maybe if you feel today lonely and you feel secretly lonely, maybe it's good to go and grab one coffee, go to one restaurant, one coffee shop, sit down in one table alone and drink one coffee. The first time that you are going to do this, you are going to feel so awkward,
because you're alone.
Most awkward. But then when you regularly start to doing, you start to understand that is you spend time with you.
That's true.
So that's once you are used to be alone, to enjoy your coffee, you understand that, okay, maybe the problem is because you're like a turtle.
Yeah.
When you have something you don't want to communicate, you're in your house, right?
Yeah. One thing you say about the coffee thing, right? The coffee cup theory and the practice basically is you slowly learn by actually implementing an action into your life, that learn how to be with yourself, learn how to spend time with yourself. And there's a lot of people, there is this saying that I need to spend some time with me, myself, and I. Well, it sounds like a lot of people, but it's just you.
It's just you.
And a lot of times people would say, oh, I broke up, my heart really aches, my spirit, I feel empty. So to me, on a spiritual level, there's you on the outside with flesh, with blood and everything, but there's this you know? And some people would say, oh, that's so stupid, you were not thinking with your brain, you were thinking with your heart. So
and some people are thinking with your penis.
Right, exactly. So you have a lot of you. You need to first learn you are never for a second actually super alone, super lonely.
Yes.
You just gotta first find yourself, and then from that point, maybe like the actual reality social life. Because, well, I can say that I have a lot of me, but on my identification, there's only one.
Yes.
That's also true. So get connected with yourself first, and then start to get connected with social life.
Yeah, I think also take really in consideration social life, because it's for one reason, for help you to create and get more opinions.
Right.
But it's sometimes also is awkward, because when you have a strong opinions, and you find some people that they have also strong opinions, it's a battle that you will never end.
Since you're talking about social life, obviously we have social media.
Yes.
Right? So this question starts also why is everyone faking their life on Instagram? Now, the actual, what I want to ask you is, are we really that real, Mr. Concor and Tyler?
Wow. Here I want to make a really strong point.
Go ahead.
I want to ask you why you use the word fake. Do you feel you're fake? Or how is your definition?
This is a question for you, honey.
Okay. I want to ask you first this, because in the direction of my answer, because I can tell you why people are faking in social media. I can tell you, yes, half of people, they fake. They use Photoshop. They use a lot of, now we have the AI. Mm-hmm. You can make a one photo that you are in the private plane.
Yeah.
And you're faking the life.
Yeah.
That's fake. That's 100%. But I have another part that I was meditating with my wife and talking about that. Do you consider it fake?
I wouldn't say I'm not real. But I fake.
Do you consider me a fake in my social media?
I already consider myself fake, so I consider everyone fake.
You consider why?
Yeah, but it's like the percentage. Some people are like 2%.
2%. What is my percent of fake? Tell me. Be honest. Go directly. Go to my jugular.
I'm first thinking about me, of my percent. I guess probably 14%.
14% you are fake?
Yeah.
No, you. Me, 14%.
Yeah.
So this is coming like I think that is the wrong word, fake. If you want to try to generalize.
Yeah, let's change a word. What is the more suitable?
Private.
Private. I love that.
I'm going to tell you one sentence that my mother told me. Show to the world what you want to show to the world. No show everything.
Yes.
Problems are at home. Fightings are at home. Because the people are going to remember the problem but not the solution.
So if I said you are 13% fake, that means you're 86% private.
So also for me it's wrong, that affirmation. For me, like in my social media, I'm not fake. Because for me that word fake is like I don't show you my house. I go and rent one house and told you, hey, I live here. That's fake. It's not my house. It is my life. It is my clothes. I have that clothes. I have that. I buy it. It's in my.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
So
that's
the thing is,
take.
How I want you look at me is totally different.
Yeah.
I want you look that kind of person, because, bro, let's be realistic. Would you like to show your real you to the world?
I mean, I wouldn't want to show my penis to the world, so yeah.
But it's your real you.
Yeah.
So that's the point. You need to have a limit.
Right.
Inside of the moral, inside of everything, you need to have a limit. You can't show who really you are, because that means you are going to show all your privacy, your privacy.
Right.
That's why I use the word privacy. So I need to show what I want the people see.
Okay, yeah, I think that's very wise. Yeah,
that's just my type of mind. If you don't agree, you can leave a comment.
No, I love that.
Yeah. So I think that's, if we're talking about general, I think that people need to be. I really recommend. I really strong idea that you are one in social media, and you are one in your personal life, but that's not mean you are fake. Yeah, it's the same person, the same thing, the same house, the same thing. Try to keep just your private life private.
Okay.
If you're in a private jet, sir. Why do older generation always think we are softer than them?
Because we are.
Because we are. Because we are. We are.
Yeah, we are.
That's the reality.
That's the reality. We are softer.
Are you ready for one fight? Are you ready for go to the war?
Yeah.
Now we are having conflict. Are you ready? Do you think in that generation, just me, I'm talking with my father-in-law, he showed me picture of how when he was growing, bro, that life, I would be dead the first day of that life.
You know, I saw a reels. It's a Gen Alpha or a Gen Z, a girl, and then versus a retired veteran, like who actually combat in Vietnam, Afghanistan, and they're basically the Gen Z is that we also have traumas. Like our traumas are the same, and so they're having this debate, and it starts with the Gen Z girl. The Gen Z girl said, "Have you ever had to pass like a kidney stone? That's like so bad. And then while you're passing the kidney stone, during this period you're suffering, you have 3 boyfriends, they dumped you simultaneously. That's like really bad. Like who betrays you when you're passing a kidney stone?" And then talking about kidney, right? And then the veteran said, "I was at war one time and there was a bomb. We got attacked. I lost both my legs," something like that. It's not like an actual information, but like something happened to me very drastically. And the person was standing next to me, fighting with me together, got blown away, and the upper body was hanging on the tree. I held his kidney in my hand and his legs are everywhere. And then the girl said, all right, you do have the bigger drama.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
And you need to be. Hey, let's see, bro.
Yeah.
If you are watching this and your life is softer, be proud because your ancestor worked hard and passed a lot of disaster. For now, you have a better life.
That means you were born and raised and shaped in a somewhat much more privileged
Super
society.
lucky and privileged.
Yeah.
Our life now is super privileged and super lucky.
I can't imagine if I had to ride a cow or a horse to school. Or like walk for 5 kilometers just to get water.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, like, I get that. They take the credit. They are tough.
Yeah, they are. We are.
You've always had this idea, like when people ask you, or when you were way younger, you're like, no, we're also hard. We're also having a hard time. Is now that you're reaching almost 30, you're like, yeah, my perception kind of changed.
Yeah. I think now because I'm more mature. Yeah, I think we call in Peru, we call our period of the adolescence. We call the stupid time.
The stupid time.
Yeah, we are stupid. We are stupid people. We want to be people who we know that we are not. We want to live one reality that is not our reality. We want to be somebody who we are not. So we think that the world hate us and our father is our worst enemy, and we believe that my best friend that is the same age as me and don't know any shit about life is going to give me best advice than my father's.
That's so very true. You know, there's a very famous Taiwanese saying that goes, the salt I consume is much more than the rice you've ever eaten.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I'm like, bitch, of course. that doesn't make you smarter. Why is there? Blah, blah, blah. Now that I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
That's very
That's true.
And people also say that when you're at my age, you'll understand. When you're at my age, you would know why I'm saying this to you.
And now you understand. You understand. Yeah, bro. Our life, we are so privileged.
Now, question. Why are so many people trying to move abroad?
Oh, actually, today in the morning, I was taking English class and I already write the answer.
Why?
Opportunities. Work opportunities.
But what about you? Because you obviously didn't come for money.
Yeah, I didn't come for money.
Why did you move abroad?
In my case, for love. That's easy.
That's so cheesy.
In my case, for love, because like the only reason that I come to Taiwan is for my wife.
Did you really think of the future?
The future, like I married her.
Yeah.
When
you were still physically in Peru.
I think I can tell you I was the most immature and stupid in that moment.
You're like, no, I love her. I'm going.
Yes. I did. Because let me tell you one secret. My family, of course,
tried to stop you?
a lot of times and for a lot of reasons. My family told me like, hey, you are finished your university. You are in the 4th year. You are almost close to graduate. Why you don't stay here, finish the university, and they go? They were like, no, mom, because I want this. Rebellious. I was in my early 20s. When I applied to the university, my mom was like, well, he's going to study abroad. So that means the curriculum, that your bachelor diploma is going to be more heavy than one normal bachelor diploma here in Peru.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, mom, you see? So Taiwan, I'm going to Taiwan. When I was in my 2nd year here in Taiwan, I saw like how I can convalidate my diploma here in Taiwan.
Transfer certain already finished credit, right?
Basically, I can use my diploma because if I graduate from a doctor, I can work a doctor in USA, no? Or if I graduate from a lawyer in Peru, I can work as a lawyer here in Taiwan.
Yeah.
I need to convalidate certain papers.
Yeah.
So that's basically the main, because I graduate, the diploma of the university. When I researched all the resources in Peru about how I can convalidate my diploma of the university in
Taiwan,
Peru, I can't.
There is none.
I can't convalidate. So basically, if I return to Peru, I didn't graduate from the university.
Wow.
Peru only accept the 100 best university in the world. only those diplomas.
They don't recognize
They
the
recognize.
rest.
Yeah, they don't recognize the rest.
Damn.
And then when I told to my mom, you know what? Actually, I can't. She was really disappointed. She really was disappointed. She was like, yeah. So I didn't tell her until until we have duovision.
Oh my God.
For 3 years. For 3 years, I keep the information until we have duovision, and then we earn money.
You know, like, oh, I'm sad. I'm like, I'm safe.
Like, yeah, I can tell them.
I provide for myself.
I can tell to my mom, you know what? Actually, I'm making this money every month. I'm totally stable. And my mom was like, hey, congratulations. Yeah, mom, you know what? I'm just going to stay in Taiwan because actually, if I return to Peru, I can convalidate my diploma. But I'm good. I have a job. I have my company. My mom was like, what would you say? You know, ma, it's because SUNEDU is so complicated, the institution, that you can convalidate. It's so complicated, and there are some piece of shit. You know, the bureaucracy in Peru is sucker, so I can convalidate. My mom, what? And my mom was like, but you make money, right, in Taiwan? Yeah, mom, don't worry. So I was like, yeah.
Okay.
3 years, bro. 3 years. I keep the information inside my head.
I'm proud of you for
lying to my mom.
No, I'm proud of you for the past at least 3 years that you've been withholding this because you don't want to make your mom worry.
Yeah, of course. Who wants to make your mom worry?
I think it's the fact that I'm also proud of you for having the courage to get it off your chest.
I have that courage because I know I have something more valuable than that.
Yeah.
That is like I'm working with you, with my wife. We are doing great. So the numbers is showing we are doing great. So it's like, I told to my mama, don't worry, mom. Everything is great.
Mama, I'm good.
I'm good. Okay, my turn, right?
Your turn, yes.
Why do people judge others for the weirdest thing?
Because it's weird.
Do you think that people judge you for kind of stuff that you have?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like what?
I think people just judge everything. Sometimes they
I
just
judge you because you use wiper.
That's not weird.
That's
I feel
weird.
offended.
That's weird.
What do you use to wipe then?
I don't use wipe. I use the normal, but
I judge you too.
But I'm going to start to use it because I notice clean better.
Wipes?
Yes.
Told you. Because your ring is very delicate. In case you don't know what ring means, it means asshole. But yeah.
Do you think another weird thing that people judge you? Like you have one conversation.
If I answer on in general, why do people sometimes like to judge like the weirdest thing of some other people do?
Yeah.
My girlfriend and you are my very good standard metric. Like how I measure. Am I judging? Am I not too judging? Like, should I judge right now in this situation? I'm usually the person, like, I remember last time I was talking about, this case I've been doing. The dad secretly wears women lingerie and, like likes to eat shit, basically. And my girlfriend was like, that is so disgusting. And obviously, she's judging.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm fine with the lingerie. But like the eating shit, I'm a bit concerned. Like I judge on the eating shit thing. But lingerie, I'm like, honestly, that's personal preference. It doesn't really harm me. So I respect that. Mm-hmm. But then sometimes my girlfriend is a good metric. Because if she judge and she's not afraid of people knowing she judge. She's like, yeah, I judge you. And you should know. I judge you. Why do people act more confident when they drink? You're different.
I'm different.
I gotta say, you have this ego thing on drinking.
On drinking?
Yeah. Not severe.
Develop a little? Like, how is my personality with the alcohol? How is my personality with alcohol?
When you're sober, I think you admit and know very well about your limit. Mm-hmm. When you're tipsy, you're like, I control the whole world. I control the time, the energy. Every single one of you drink until you die. You're like that.
And my answer for that, I think that people don't have confidence. They are just stupid. Personally, I know my limits because I know drunk I'm so stupid.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm so stupid. I'm the most stupid person, and I can tell bullshit. And I remember one time I was drunk with my cousin, and we was walking to my house, and lesser tongue, the trash bag.
Yeah.
They're blacks.
Yeah.
Have one family who put like maybe 3 lesser tongue.
Yeah.
In the door because it was at night, and I was walking and say, look. Somebody died there. There's a body. We need to go to watch. What's up for me? From my perspective, drunk.
We need to go check on
this person killed somebody and put the body there.
Yeah, wow.
I'm so stupid. That is not confidence. That is really stupid.
Yeah, that's stupidity.
Yeah, it's stupidity. So I think confidence is nothing relationship with drunk.
Well, I have to say, the tolerance of alcohol, obviously I'm much more than you, but the stupidity, once we get drunk, I think is exactly the same. Like, I remember vividly, because I don't black out.
Yeah, you don't black out. I'm really easy.
But I do, there was one time I did feel the limit. The backstory is I got dumped. But it was like a few months ago already. And she cut off all the ties, like all the connection. So like she single-handedly kills everything. And I'm just like, what did I do? No. And I'm sad. Right? But the fact is it's already a few months past.
Yes.
And then I drank. And then I was like, wow. Well, I didn't cry. I didn't do nothing. Well, what I did was like the worst thing an ex-boyfriend could do. I drunk called her. And she fucking picked up.
That's why you need to block her.
That's true.
What did you say? Baby, I miss you.
No, I was crying. I was like, how could you do this to me? And she was like, are you drunk? Are you fucking drunk right now, Tyler?
Yeah.
Of course, no, I miss you. Like, I forgive you for everything. Like, can I go see you? And she was like, Tyler, I am going to hang up right now. And you are not to call me again. I am not going to block you right now, but if you do, the second I see your call, I'm gonna block you forever. But I'm gonna give you a chance. Wait the fuck up and then contact me with just text. And the next morning I saw it, I was like, I'm not facing that. I'm not facing that. Like, let the bygones be bygones. I'm not facing that. Let it pass.
Yeah.
That's not me. That's not Tyler.
So that's also what I don't bring now. I'm so stupid when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I know my limits, and I don't want to look stupid.
So if you have a friend who's like so confident when it comes to drinking, when it comes to tolerance, how much he can drink, that's not cool. That's stupid. That's his ego or her ego talking.
For sure. Don't drink.
Because we're like that, so we know.
Damn, that was a really good question, a really philosophical and really emotional and really deep question.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to invite everybody, if you are watching this episode, please help us to maybe create a second part of this episode and go down below in the section of the comments and leave all your new whys. And then we are going to create one more episode, answer those kind of philosophical questions.
Answering all the whys. Hey, okay, well, I think that's pretty much of our today, everybody. If you enjoyed this episode, please go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and comment, all the whys for us, and turn on that thing, the great thing, the notification thing. Yeah.
And don't forget to follow us in all our Instagram, BrosBond on Instagram, because we are going to upload a lot of reels that you will love. And don't forget to share all the reels with all of your friends. Thank you so much, and thank you for being with us in this episode. That's everything for today, everybody, because ape ama swaiga menu, it's me, Concor.
And it's your bitch, Tyler.
And we are BrosBond! Bye-bye, everybody! Bye-bye.